So I've heard some influencers say they're moving out of Scarlet and Violet and into Sword and Shield, basically taking their Scarlet and Violet prices and safe havening them more into Sword and Shield. They believe Sword and Shield is going to outperform Scarlet and Violet from this point. Not all of them. Some think Scarlet and Violet still will, but I would say majority of the experienced investors on YouTube are going with Sword and Shield. And the 5 sets they seem to talk about are Crown Zenith, Lost Origin, Evolving Skies, Fusion Strike, and Chilling Reign. I'm going to tell you how I would play these 5, or how I am playing these 5, because I kind of feel the same way too. I want less Scarlet and Violet exposure. I'm going back in time to Sword and Shield, Sun and Moon, and XY. Alright guys, let's dig further into this. Alright guys, first I want to get into these set values. You can make an argument that set values aren't everything, but then every argument you have you can say that what goes into the set value. So, like I said, set value isn't everything, but it's a lot. First, we got Crown Zenith. It's roughly $1,100. It is the last set of Sword and Shield, also, so it's close to Scarlet and Violet. It's a later set. Got to consider that if you're going to try and move into older sets. Then we have Lost Origin, about a little over 1,000. Also a later set in Sword and Shield. Then we have Fusion Strike. Fusion Strike is $1,550. I hear it. PokePlumber says it's short print, and he's saying a lot of people are real interested in this set. I can believe that, but after we go through, I don't think it's the best buy in Sword and Shield. We have Evolving Skies, the Big Daddy, almost $6,000. Average card value, almost $16. That's the big one. And last but not least, and the first out of these 5 sets, is Chilling Reign, almost $1,700. Almost a $5 average card value. Not bad. Alright guys, so let's go over some of the products and what I would touch and what I wouldn't. With Crown Zenith, I think it's incredibly overpriced, and I don't think you really should touch it. But if the best deal I have found, if you really need to buy some Crown Zenith, and I hate recommending collector boxes like this, but you're not paying too much of a premium per pack over the Sea and Sky set. You have 14 packs, and it's roughly $150, so you're barely paying any premium over the pack price. So that's what I would recommend for Crown Zenith, is the Sea and Sky set. Sea and Sky Premium Collection. Excuse me. Alright guys, now let's move on to Lost Origin. Based on the market price and the set value, Lost Origin I wouldn't be touching either. The best buy here is the standard booster box. It's roughly $400. So then Lost Origin booster box is definitely, I would say, the best buy. But said I don't think you really want to touch either. Fusion Strike's a product I would like to get a position in. I don't have any Fusion Strike right now, not even in my pack collection. But I do feel it is a bit overpriced. The booster box at $500 is just a bit too much for me. And the Elite Trainer box at $150 is definitely too much for me. But the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box at a little over $200, I think it is an amazing buy. Pokemon Center, it's pretty much what I'm looking forward to if I'm going big into a set. It's probably going to be in the future the main thing I get. I mean, I love the displays on them, and the Pokemon Centers are rarer than the Elite Trainer boxes, and they do tend to outperform everything else. So this is one I am personally consider buying, and one I would actually recommend buying, not financial advice, is the Fusion Strike Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box. And another buy I'd recommend, this one I actually have bought, is the Evolving Skies ETB. They have two versions. I have this one, the Glaceon, Vaporeon, Sylveon, and Espeon. I got around 260, so TCG players are already up a few bucks. The only reason the other one with Umbreon was like another 20 bucks. I mean, they're usually not that much disparity, but I was like, you know, it was a good price at what I got it, so I got this one. But you can basically buy 5 of these and have more packs that are in a booster box for less money. So that's a great deal to me, especially for a set like Evolving Skies. And it's one of the few times I wouldn't go with the Pokemon Center one. The Pokemon Center is roughly 3 times more expensive. So I think the value is pretty much already in the Pokemon Center ETBs at this point. I think the undervalued are certainly the regular ETBs. They're definitely undervalued compared to the booster boxes. You can get more packs for less money. Alright guys, so that's my number 2 pick, an Evolving Skies ETB. My most undervalued set and the best buy for the Sword and Shield era is the Chilling Reign booster box. If you guys saw my video reviewing Nostalgia Bong Hits channel, you'll realize I took his advice and bought the Chilling Reign booster box, and I got it in around $311. I mean, the market price is a little higher at that point. I got a good deal on it, and right now on TCG Player it's over $360, and the time I bought it was around $340 on TCG Player, and at that point it had gone up as well, and I still think it's the most undervalued set in Sword and Shield era. But the Pokemon Center ETBs for this set they have an error in them. They had 2 less packs. The Pokemon Center had to send out an apology booster pack with 2 packs in it, or 3, I forget. And, yeah, the regular ETBs, they're overpriced compared to the booster box. And, you know, the booster box is one of the cheaper ones that we've gone over so far. You know, Fusion Strikes is $500. Evolving Skies is like $1,300 to $1,500, depending on where you get it. I know Crown Zenith doesn't have one because it's a specialty set. Lost Origin, I forget. I think that's a $400. Yeah, that was a $400 one. And just get for $1,000 set. I mean, this is a $1,700 set, and it's not even at $400 yet. It will be soon, but not yet. Alright guys, so that's my review of Sword and Shield and where you should put your money in Sword and Shield. Not financial advice, but have a good day.